Hi, and welcome to Wild About Math with Kelly. This is 5.NBT.7 multiply decimals. Today we're going to multiply some decimals. The first thing you need to do is to just write your problem vertically. So we're going to do that. 23 and 44 hundredths. You do not line up your decimals. And this first one, they will line up because of the way that you've got the same number of digits in the end here with the decimal lining up, but you do not purposely line up decimals, okay? So if they line up, but you do not line them up in order to solve them. Then you just ignore the decimals until the end of the problem and you solve the problem. So that's what we're going to do right now. 3 times 4 is 12. 3 times 4 is 12 plus 1 is 13. That's 3 times 3 is 9 and 10. 6 and 1 is 7. We're going to cross out the 3 and these on top. All right, let's just choose another color here. We'll choose green. I'm going to make a smiley face here because I'm almost done. This too is actually a 20. That's why we put the 0 here for a placeholder. So 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 4 is 8 again. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 2 is 4. Okay, we'll just change the color another time. We'll make this one red. Now we've finished the 2. Now we're going to multiply by 1. We know the identity property of 0. Identity property of multiplication says anything times 1 stays the same. This is actually a 100. That's why we put 2 zeros for placeholders here. So 1 times this top number makes it stay the same. So I'm just going to copy those same digits down. Now we'll just add 2, 11, 13, 18, 8, and 2. The last thing you need to do now is count how many places you have for decimals up here. You have 2 and 2. So you have 4 decimal places. You want to move the decimal 4 places. Right now it's at the end. So go 4 places over and put your decimal. The answer here would be 28, 8, 3, 1, 2, and that's in the 10 thousandths place, 8,312 10,000. All right. Let's take a look at another one here. We have, I'm going to write a little higher this time. 2, 2, 2. And here's an example of where you do not line up the decimals. See how they are not lined up? Anything times 1 stays the same, so I can just put the 2, 2, 2. I don't have to write that 0. Okay, that is actually an 8 and a 0, so 80. So I'm going to put the 0 for the 80 right here. Smiley face because I'm almost done. 8 times 2 is 16. That's 17 and 17. We're going to add these two. We get 2, 8, 9, 7, and 1. And we're going to go up here and count our decimal places. We have 3 decimal places this time. On top, 1 on the bottom. Still gives us a total of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and put our decimal. There's our answer. 1. It's still in the same 10 thousandths place. Okay, let's take a look at number 3. I'm going to have to erase some of number 1 so that we have room to write number 3. 7, 7, 2, 1, and 0, 6, 9. 9 times 1 is 9. That's 18. That's 64. 63 and 6 is 69. Change the color here. All right, this, cross out that 9 and these on top. This is actually 60, so I'm putting 1 smiley face down here to complete that 60. 6 times 1 is 6. 6 times 2 is 12. 6 times 7 is 42, plus 1 is 43. That's 42 plus 4 is 46. And we don't have to do the 0. I'm going to add these two. All right. And that should say number 3 over here. I don't know why it changed. You have a 9. You have 14, 7, 12, 13, and 5. Let's count our decimal places. You have 3 on top, and you have 2 on the bottom. This time you have 5 decimal places. If I count over 5, I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's your answer. So 100,000ths place. If you have tenths, hundreds, thousandths, 10,000ths, 100,000ths place will be this one. Let's take a look at the last one here. You have 11 3200ths. You have 34 5/10ths. Again, do not line up your decimal places. Ignore the decimal until you're done. 5 times 2 is 10. That's 15, 16. It's 5, 6, and 5. Change the color here. Cross out that 5 and these ones. This is really 40. So put 1 smiley face here. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 3 is 12. That's 5. And that's 4. Change the color again. This now, cross out that 4. This is now 300. So I'm going to put 2 zeros here to finish the 100. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 1 is 3. Now we're ready to add. So we have 0, 14, 12, 13, 14, 15, 10, 20, 9, and 3. Let's count our decimal places. You have 2 decimal places here, and you have 1 decimal place here. That's 3 decimal places. This in 0 can be crossed off. So 390 and 54 hundredths.